Graham, congratulations. Do you think overall that was a deserved victory?
Well, I'm not too bothered, to be honest. It's a victory, and I've stood in front of you guys a lot of the times in my career and talked about deserved victory or not. And sometimes the points matter, and today we're happy for the 3 points.
I'm really pleased with the attitude and the discipline and the togetherness that we show today. I think we played a really good game of football. And to leave the ground with nothing, I think it's hard for us. But, you know, this is a period where we are.
I didn't come here, I think, as a player who scores 30 goals per season. You know, everyone knows that. I play on the number 9 position, and I take the responsibility if someone says you need to score more goals, or we as a team need to score more goals. It's no problem for me, and people can say this. I really don't care about this.
He worked really hard, worked the line really well against Fulham, didn't get too much rewards, did it again today. He's pushed and pushed, he's played a lot of football, but gives everything, and pleased for him that he gets the winning goal.
Well, they had improved today, hadn't they?
Yeah, there was a lot of improvements compared to recent weeks that they've struggled with. More running off the ball, more progressive passing, more energy and more tenacity. But it was a good game, enjoyed it. You know, it was a tough encounter. Palace were better. Gallagher epitomised everything that was good about Chelsea today. He likes to run without the ball, and we haven't seen too much of this from Chelsea's midfield recently. You know, running without the ball into space to move people, move defenders, rotation of positions. There's his one of the other midfielders as well, Chukwuemeka. And Mount as well looked freer today. He looked to have more licence to go and impact the game, more confidence. Look, switch positions with Gallagher there. Little bit more clever in the final third at times, and they could have had a couple more goals. But there was a desire to play forward, the desire to impact the game from players. We've seen too much tentativeness and care, too much care in their play in terms of going backwards a lot. Ziyech there doesn't go back to the full-back. He plays it in, gets it back. Brilliant cross. You've got men attacking in behind the space of the back four. Should have scored there. Havertz. And again, you see that space. Gallagher loves running into space if they open up. And you've got to have midfield players who are prepared to go beyond the forwards, because it's hard to defend against. And there you've got the young lad Lewis Hall at the back post, wanting to get forward again, not playing with any fear. There's been too much fear in Chelsea's play in the last few weeks. Yes, they've had injuries, you know, low on confidence, but you've still got to try and impact the game. Look, Mount running without the ball, moves people, gives space to others. Good ball in, and Aubameyang, who just come on, can't quite get it off on target. And the goal was really, it wasn't anything other than a great mindset of players wanting to get in the box and score a goal and win the game. Look, the whole 10 players in the attacking third. There's no fear there. They've got 6 in the box. It's a good delivery, and Havertz gets on the end of it. So they just about deserved it. I mean, keeper made a couple of good saves. It wasn't a perfect performance, but it was something to build on.
Patrick Vieira said it really in that post-match interview. They didn't play badly today, but they're in a really sticky patch.
Yeah, although they lost, I thought it was a much better performance from them. 5 shots on target. They lost 4 of 5 since the World Cup, and they've got 3 really tough games coming up in Man United, Newcastle, and Man United again with a rearranged fixture. So he'd be looking for something similar in the performance-wise in those games. If they do that, then they'll be all right. They'll get back to winning ways.
As we saw there, Chelsea unveiled Mudryk at half-time, announced his signing on an 8-year deal. When you look at the attacking options that Chelsea have, are you excited, or do you think, what on earth are they doing?
It's a bit of a scattergun approach for me. I mean, some of the signings, you think, good player, but then you think that some of the money that's been shelled out on some players has just been staggering.
I don't understand how if you're going to keep that many players, I'm sure some of them will go, but if you have so many players, keeping them happy, it's hard enough for the likes of Pep Guardiola.
What about the 7 or 8 year contracts as well?
Yeah, what does that say to you?
I don't know. I mean, it's unusual.
Well, it's from a financial point of view, I think it's to help them try and balance the books. If you pay 80 million for someone over 10 years, it's easier to put on the books than signing them over 4. But from a player's perspective, Al, I think it gives you too much of a comfort zone. You know, you've got an 8-year contract, and God knows earning what. Where's the carrot?
And within all of that, you have the man who gets the goal today coming out afterwards and saying, well, I'm not a number 9. And yet, for all their attacking options, they still don't have that number 9.
Well, they have got a number 9.
Well, he's on loan at Inter Milan.
No, Aubameyang. He scored.
All right,
he scored. He's 1-2 striker.
Right.
He's done it in the Premier League. When he plays, they don't play to his strengths.
Doesn't
So they're
fancy
saying
him, though. He doesn't fancy him for,
No, he doesn't
for whatever
fancy him.
reason.
But
You've
they have
seen
got
that in
one.
past games when they've been struggling. He's not even entertained him.
But he brought him on today, and they have ears of 1-2 strikers.